study fine arts, I'm a graduate of fine and applied arts. When you work with paints, for example, if you mix yellow and red, you get orange. You mix the white and red, you get pink. When you mix all of the colors together, what do you get? You get black color. That means out of blackness, there is light, there is beauty, there is diversity, there is creativity. So when you see black, you see beyond just the color. There's so many things inside of black, and then we're trying to tell our stories in a very unique way. And it's an honor for us to be collaborating with the African Studies program to support this organization. Professor Mojola was saying something about when they're going to scrap this program. Our organizations stood behind this, and we wrote a letter to support, advocating that no, you can't take this program away from this institution, from this community, and we are so glad that this is still on. And I don't want to bore you so much, and I just want to encourage you to stay tuned. Have a wonderful night.
I realize I am a smudge, a perfect brush stroke with pretty colors, pretty colors. I am orange and yellow and red. I surprised myself when poetically bled myself. I was tongue twisted up like a dread with thoughts that brought sticking up in my head.
Like the light at dawn piercing through the glow of the starless night, it invaded my heart and put the darkness to flight, and then I realized. Thick-skinned is just a tax, a defense to sustain to withstand, just because some believe my existence must not stand. Yet my supply is still in demand. But like everyone else, I'm just human. I am so honored to be able to sing in front of all of you today. I'm a little nervous, so I can feel right now.
2005, RMD was crowned Best Actor in a Leading Role at the Africa Movie Academy Award. In 2016, he received the Lifetime Achievement Award, and in 2024, he was once again honored with the Industry Merit Award at the Africa Magic Viewers' Choice Award. RMD, it is my pleasure to welcome you as a friend to the University of Calgary.
Thank you so much. Please be seated. Let me say that it is an honor to be here this evening. I'd like to thank the organizers of Ethnik Festival and of course the department here for having me here this evening. I do not know how to stand behind lecterns. I'm more comfortable when I stand in front of my audience directly or when I'm seated. Now, there's something that I'd like to observe. You know that if they knew that with the internet, there will be an unbundling of all the lies and of all the things that they have sought to cover about the African, they would not have invented the internet if they knew that, the process that it would take to change narratives and do what we're doing and have a program like this, like the African Studies running in a campus like this. Because what is happening is that the spirit of Africanism and patriotism is awoken in young people, and it is now left for young people to tell us the vibrancy and the shifting culture that can come out of it. And I'm so proud to be alive at a time like this. They don't like to dwell too much on the culture of the people. They like for you to make it a pop art, because everything in Hollywood is transactional. Everything is about the dollar sign written on it. So stories that are going to be, there's going to be a time when there will be a filtration, even of these Wakanda stories, okay? Because in spite of the success of Wakanda and all of that, not much is happening in the space that gave rise to Wakanda, which is the Congo. You guys know that, right? You know that, right? Now the Congo is actually the ideal Wakanda, because there is nothing on the face of this earth that you will not find in Congo. That is a blessed land. That is Wakanda. Do you know that you were all victims of socialization, of putting Nollywood films down at the time, because they were just afraid how a people could use anything to tell a story that is making their own people go crazy. That was the problem. They were afraid. People, do you know why Nollywood films were denigrated in America? I'll tell you, it's simple. Blockbuster, the company, they discovered that people of color stopped renting movies in Blockbuster. We were partly responsible for the collapse of Blockbuster. So, a New York Times reporter was curious and kept finding out what was happening, and discovered that people of color were going to African shops that sold food to rent videos, this nasty looking CDs, and watching these things at home, and stop going to the cinemas. What is it? Oh, it's something they call Nollywood, you know. And that was how they started the whole thing. And I always tell people, don't let them make you feel bad that Nollywood is not original to you. It is okay. Just make sure that the things that they see now, they have no reason to ignore it. That's why the rest of the world cannot ignore it. They will say to you that, well, in volume, Nollywood is the biggest film industry in the world. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take the volume, but we stand shoulder to shoulder in this. After all, from there, they made me a member of the Academy, right?
Thank you very much. And tonight, I'm going to be handing over to our amazing MC for tonight and for tomorrow, and the person of Priscilla Cherry. Welcome, Priscilla.
We have a jam-packed evening for you. We have not one, but two artists showcased. We got some dancing, we got some performances from some bands, we have some comedians, and it's gonna be a good time.
My name is Blossom. When she says her own name, she stands on the shoulders of the giants that precede her. So now, when I'm asked why my hair is so big, I speak with incredible pride that spills out from inside, saying, a crown any smaller wouldn't be fit for a queen.
My name is Noah Broder. I'm here from Edmonton, and I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having me. I want to say, if you're wondering why they booked a straight white male comedian for Ethnik Fest, so am I. I've been seeing all my comedy friends, and I tell them I'm in town for Ethnik Fest, and then they keep saying, do they know what you look like? And I said, I think so. But I'm happy to be here, give you my white man perspective.
So those of you that do know it, I'm gonna call you my section leaders. So I need you to sing proud and loud. Okay. On time, oh, come on. I wanna give you some love, okay, okay. I wanna give you some good, good loving. Oh, this choir is sounding good. I wanna give you some good, good loving. Okay, Lauryn Hill time. Turn your lights down low.
Nollywood is the name for films made in Nigeria. It is being regarded as the largest film making industry in the world in terms of volume.
I mentioned grants, that's a skill too. You build up your grant writing skills, you build up your skills working on the sets of independent films. And then in a way, you don't have to graduate. Look, it's great, you can have a career making an independent film, but now you have the skills to potentially work on the larger productions when they come to town.
The thing is, what I found from my own experience, and I'll tell you, is like many times we start to make films before we think about our audience, but when you think of your audience first, and then you find out where your audience is before you make your film, so you know how to sell it. And I'll give you an example. When we made our first film here, it was a Canadian film made here in Calgary. And at that time, nobody had made an independent film that premiered in Canadian cinemas. When we put it out, it premiered at Cineplex at Keynote. At that, no independent film had shown out there. When I went to them, they told me, we can't show your film. I said, why? They said, because we only show Hollywood films. I had to advocate and look for the ombudsman in Ontario. I called him. I'm like, Cineplex receives government money. I am a taxpayer and a Canadian. Why would they not show my film? The Hollywood filmmakers do not pay taxes in Canada. So they then agreed to take my film in Cineplex. And that was the first time. And I will tell you, they were surprised, because the moment Calgarians knew there was a film by a Calgarian in the cinema, those who went there to go watch Hollywood films say, what is going on? They say, there's a Calgary woman showing her film. They turned around, they bought the ticket. We sold out, they gave us more space, So if people know that when they go to the cinema, they will see themselves, they will come. Amazing. And that is what we need to, let our people know, that we are telling our own stories.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between and beyond, please give it up for DRSD Calgary. The final act of the evening, please show your love, everyone, for Spark Productions. Woo! Take a quick break from my MC duties and invite Lan Ray back up to invite some special guests and say a couple words. In the meantime, I'm gonna get a selfie with the icon photos. Okay, wish me luck.
A quick story. Some 4 or 5 years ago, I sent an invitation, for individual running for the office of the mayor, that they should come and share their perspective with our community. And the person here tonight was the first person to show up in the studio, and that day we knew that dynamites come in small packages. So tonight it's an honor to welcome my friend and our mayor, Mayor G.O.T. Gondek. Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness, little did I know when I accepted his invitation that he would not only become my friend, but he would make me dance. But it's a pleasure to be with you tonight, everyone. It's an honor, actually, to join you tonight at Calgary Central Library. This is a space that is built for sharing stories, and it's a perfect stage for a festival that reminds us that culture has absolutely no boundaries, it only has bridges.
It doesn't matter what you look like, where you come from, whom you love. What really matters is that you're welcome here, that you belong here, and that you can bring your best here. Well, Richard, you are very, very welcome here. We hope that you feel like you belong here. You might have arrived as a stranger, but we certainly hope that you go home feeling like a friend and an ambassador of goodwill. And as this tradition began under the leadership of Mayor Don McKay, let me turn over the capable reins to the most amazing trailblazing mayor that we have to make this special gift of friendship and to get this status official.
Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yahoo!
Coming here to Calgary and getting this white hat. And you know, when I was also little, when we used to watch the old Western movies, we used to say that good guys wear white hat. So I got my white hat today, and I'm so thankful to the organizers of Ethnik Cultural Festival, and of course the city, and everybody that had shaken hands with me, giving me something to eat or drink, and just being nice. I was saying to somebody earlier today that the warmth from Calgarians, the smiles and everything. People make a city. It's not just about the city, but the people that you meet and you find in the city. And it has been nothing but amazing since I got here. And thank you for making me feel welcome. Thank you, and God bless you.
The architectural whispers inclusionary. This building was to reset our aim from ceremony to democracy without defensiveness.
Flag drop. Instead of mic drop, flag drop. We're ready to wrap up today's events. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to invite Lanray up for some final words. But one more time for CareFest dancers for the energy.
Thank you very much for coming to this event, supporting us and making this a beautiful event. Without you, we can't do what we do.
So good. Thank you again for being here. Fraser, thank you for the beautiful white hat honoring. Thank you, Lanray, for bringing us all together and the entire Ethnik Festivals team. And thank you to you, all of you beautiful people. Happy Alberta Culture Days, Cultural Trilogy. I'm Priscilla Cherry. Have a good night.